Good evening, Boom Beach. You're watching Snuggles Plays and I'm your host, the one, the only, yes, you guessed it, it's your favourite Boom Beach girl, it's Snuggles. Hello everybody out there, hello. I hope you're all having an absolutely fantastic, awesome, super day wherever you are in the world. Guys, in amongst the chaos of Warships, we mustn't forget about War Factody, guys, and it is War Factody Day and I have completed War Factody, and so that's what we're bringing you today. We are bringing you War Factody. Mustn't forget about the regular gameplay, because the two games, or the two parts of the games, are still very much interconnected. So yes, War Factody is here, guys, and we are going to talk you through how we did it. We did it in 4 attacks. I'll show you what it looked like. So there we go. This is the War Factody layout this week. Now, I think this might be a completely new War Factody layout. I saw this and I couldn't recall ever seeing this layout before, with a whole ton of splash damage defences around the HQ, and all of this stuff everywhere else. I don't remember seeing this particular layout in this particular style with these particular defences ever before in War Factody. I'm sure somebody out there will correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is a brand new War Factody layout, which is interesting. So anyway, that's what it looks like, guys. I decided, looking at this layout, that it was basically perfect for tank Gren meds, right? You could probably just do, Gren meds and bullets without the tanks, but I saw all of this free GBE down here. The grapplers are too far away to sort of grab us. There's only one rocket launcher. There's not many boom cannons. And so, as you can see, it's the perfect layout for any kind of Grenadier combo troop here. So that's what we use, guys. I decided to come at this with tanks, Grens and medics, with Bullit obviously in front to take all of those shots to the face for us. So first of all, I did a couple of GBE attacks first on these shock launchers here. I was going to use Sparky to hack them, but looking at the defences surrounding the 2 shock launchers, I wasn't actually convinced at all that the defences surrounding them would be enough to do enough damage to them in the allocated time. So I didn't think that using Sparky to hack those 2 shock launchers there would work at all. I wasn't convinced about that. If anyone's done it like that, please let me know, and if it worked or not. But looking at what, those shock launchers are surrounded by mainly flamethrowers, a couple of sniper towers, a couple of boom cannons, and I just wasn't convinced that would be a combined enough amount of damage to do to the shock launchers to take them out. So I just used GBE on them. So took out the first shock launcher with GBE on the first attack, took out half of the second shock launcher, and so finished it off in this next GBE attack. So there we go. I think I now throw GBE on these 2 boom cannons up here, just to prepare, get them out of the way. Yeah, because obviously I'm using tanks, Grens and bullets, so the less things I can have shooting at Bullit and my tanks, well, mainly Bullit, because he's obviously in front, the better. So there we go. I throw some barrage on the boom cannons for the second attack. Now the third attack, I actually throw troops in, all my troops. So here we go, guys. So I throw them all out in this very end corner here. And while they're working away on that, I start working away on finishing off those 2 boom cannons. As you can see in a minute, yeah, start throwing some artillery on those 2 boom cannons, get those finished off. And also in a minute I will start, now I start throwing some barrage and artillery on that doom cannon as well. I'm not going to bother about these 2 boom cannons because the overthrow from my Grenadiers should take those out nicely. Now if you look at the range of that grappler, Bullit is almost in the range of that grappler, so in a minute I'm going to flare them back. Now that's perfect timing on flaring them all back so Bullit doesn't get grabbed. If Bullit had got grabbed by that grappler, this would have been over a lot quicker than it actually was. This was a really good attack here. So I carry on just clearing those mortars. As you can see, guys, they are maxed level mortars. They did nearly take out half of my medics there, so I put a shock on them just to let my medics heal up. I'm just carrying on clearing, let my tanks and Grens with their overthrow just cause absolute destruction on the base. Just clearing. Throw some critters there to distract those 2 cannons because I don't want them to start picking off that tank. Flare them back again. You can see we were being hit by the lasers, but they're only level 1 lasers and they're doing nothing to my Grens and my meds because I have got the meds. So I'm still working away on the doom cannon as and when I can. So it's almost dead, as you can see, but at this point Bullit is starting to get low, so I do have to prioritise Bullit now and keep an eye on his health. Make sure he doesn't die too soon. I give him a drink now. He then actually dies about a second before I have enough energy to give him the next drink. So Bullit actually does die. At this point I'm thinking, crap, Bullit's dead and we're getting into the range of that doom cannon and the doom cannon's not dead yet. So I'm panicking a little bit here, but I haven't used any shocks yet, guys. So my shocks are still cheap. So what I figure is I'm just going to use continual shocks on the doom cannon until my Grenadiers take it out. So round about now-ish, I'm going to throw now I throw the shock. I should have thrown the shock earlier. I'm not quite sure why I didn't. Did lose 2 tanks as a result of that, but doesn't matter. I think I'm going to throw another shock there. No. Okay, must have not had enough for 2 shocks there. So I managed to get the doom cannon out. Those mortars are doing some work on my heavy, so I throw on my Grenadiers, so I throw another shock on the mortars, trying to get rid of them before they take out all those Grenadiers, those 3 Grenadiers on the right there. And I basically just run out of time, guys, here on that attack. But as you can see, we did a whole ton of work. We almost, had we had more time and more troops, we would have probably taken that down. So I was really pleased with that attack, guys. Got loads done, loads cleared, and of course then I didn't even really bother to actually retrain my troops because I knew I had enough Grenadiers and medics plus Bullit that I could just come in and finish it with what I had left over. Didn't need to retrain them at all. So I just jumped straight back in with the Grens, medics and Bullit. I finished off that. Whoops. Sorry, guys. I don't know what I pressed there. Start again. Let's just speed this up for you. So, yeah, I just finished off that rocket launcher just because I can. Oh. Okay. Is there a... Okay, that's very strange, guys. Apparently my replay failed. I don't know, this has never happened to me before. I have no idea why this replay is not working properly. Replay failed. Okay, so I can't actually show you the finishing attack, but I think you can probably imagine there's not really much left to the imagination. I mean, as you can see, that's all we had. I'll just pause it there. This is all we had left of War Factory. As you can see, we cleared all of that, and okay, it doesn't let me show you how much health is left, but there was only like 190 something thousand, I think, left on the headquarters there. So all I did was just flare my Grenadiers and medics and Bullit up to the corner. As you can imagine, I finished off those mortars and then just let my Grenadiers take out the core, and I threw all the rest of my GBE, barrage and artillery onto the core as well, and we took it down, guys. So there you go. Sorry I couldn't show you that last attack where we actually successfully destroy the War Factory. That's never happened to me before. Replays failing, never happened to me. I've heard it's happened to other YouTubers, but it's never happened to me, so I don't really know why that happened. But anyway, guys, that's War Factory for this week. Nice to see a completely new and different layout. Nice to be able to use something other than RZCM for a change, because even I was getting a little bit bored of that, despite the fact that RZCM is such a powerful combo. Anyway, guys, there's not much else to really say. That's War Factory for this week. I've been cracking on with Warships. I thought I was doing really well, and I got up to, I'll just quickly show you. I won't be able to do any more Warships attacks for you right now because I have to wait for my troops to train. But I'll just quickly show you. I've basically hit the brick wall that so many other people were hitting from rank 12. I did, as you can see, I'm back down on 11 now, but I did really well. I had about a 6-7 win streak going on. I had all these victories in a row. I was doing really well. I got up to 11, I got up to 12. As soon as I hit 12, I just got absolutely defeated. About, as you can see, 4 defeats in a row here, and I went back down to almost 11. So I'm now halfway between rank 11 and rank 12, but I seem to be hitting that brick wall at rank 12 that so many people have experienced, but I'm only losing these attacks by about 10 seconds. I personally think for me, I probably need to upgrade my defense a bit more. My offense a little bit more, because I've now maxed out my gunboat. I've now maxed out my artillery. What else have I maxed out? I haven't unlocked any more engine rooms. Maybe the time has come that perhaps I should unlock the engine room. Also, actually, I had a question. Shishk mate, if you're watching and listening, maybe you can answer a question for me. I don't think you mentioned this specifically in your video about this. Apologies if you did. I must have just missed that or not understood or something, but I had a thought earlier about what your video about the unlocking the engine rooms, unlocking them but not placing them. And my thought was, in terms of how Supercell ranks you against other players, obviously we know, as you said, that, you know, they first of all rank matchmaking. In terms of the matchmaking, we know, as you said, that first of all they match you against other people of the same rank to you, and then secondary to that, they rank you against people that have the same number of engine rooms as you. But is that engine rooms deployed or engine rooms unlocked? I know you did say deployed in your video, but my question is, does the fact that you've actually, like, if you unlock the engine room but you don't deploy the engine room, if you unlock it but don't deploy, does the actual act of unlocking it still somehow kind of count in the matchmaking, as in the fact that you've unlocked an extra engine room but you haven't deployed it? Will you still be then matched against other people with more engine rooms because you've actually unlocked an engine room even though you haven't deployed it, if that makes sense? That's what I wasn't sure about, and I don't know, you might not know that either. Perhaps it does just go by how many engine rooms are actually deployed on your warship, as opposed to the fact that you've just unlocked them but not deployed them. That might have been the whole point of your video, so apologies if I've just totally heard that, got it, but somehow not got it at the same time, or just kind of confused myself about it. Anyway, I hope you understand the question, and yeah, hopefully you can answer that. And yeah, so I've come up against a bit of a brick wall here on Warships, but as I said, I think it's because I need to upgrade my offense a little bit more. I think my defense is at a fairly good level here. I've got both my cannons and my boom cannons on 3 out of 5. Obviously I've maxed my machine gun and my flamethrower, got my mortar now on 3. Haven't really bothered too much with the sniper towers, but my Zookas and my rifles are still on 3, and my heavies. So I thought, I don't know, maybe I just need to upgrade my troops a little bit more, maybe, and hopefully that will work and I can get back on track. Anyway guys, that's it, that's all. Hope you're enjoying Warships. Hope you still pay attention and do War Factory, because the main game is just as important as the Warships part of it. And that's what I've got for you guys, so just remember, keep booming, and I'll see you in the next one. Snuggles is out. Bye.